Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Welcome. I am this is my first kind of fully set up stream since we got back in and running. Since we got back up and running, I should say. I'm back home and we're going to stream, so why not? Let's do a little bit of streaming. I thought we'd play a few roguelites today, just to enjoy a little bit of something relaxed. Hey, Robo Lion! Hey, Omnita! Hello, every giant John. Welcome to stream. Welcome to stream. Bad Wolf asked me to tell a story on stream, so when Bad Wolf turns up, we'll probably tell a story while we play one of the games, or at least tell the start of the story. So let's jump into a new game. So what ships do we have unlocked? Quite like the Osprey, like the artillery cannon it comes with. So this is Faster Than Light. It is a procedurally generated roguelite space action turn-based adventure. I'm glad that my new green screen setup is working as well. It's not an easy green screen setup to set up. It adds additional setup to the green screen setup, but I'm going to try and do something a little bit easier later on. We have the Nisano, which comes with a cloaking device but no shielding. Enable advanced edition content to unlock. Okay, so I'm probably going to go with the basic red tail to start with. So, we are going to have Captain Droid. We are going to have First Officer John. We are going to have we're going to have Engineer, which is funny because Engi's a character in the game, Omnita. And then we are going to have Grunt Rob Lion. Because I always call you Rob Lion even though you've got a 0 in your name and you're Robo Lion. So how did this game work? Let's enable the advanced edition content. We'll start off on easy. Basically, every time we move to a new sector, we're going to have new things occur on screen, and we're going to have to try and deal with them. So we have to run away from the enemies. Basically, we have to run away from a selection of enemies. And we have different people running different things on our ship. So first off, we don't really want a human running engineering. We would prefer our human to run science or run shielding. So we will have our Rob Lion, our warrior run engineering for now. Fair enough, but you're still Rob Lion for me. So you are still the Rob Lion. So there's no point us going to the store because we have no money. So what we can do is we can pick a route to take. Hey Cole, welcome to the stream. And as we go through the sector, we're going to get chased. So there's going to be a red mark that moves across the map. If we get caught in the red mark, we are done for, basically. So we jump to a new sector and something happens. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we will let you continue on your way. They're basically a group of pirates. They are saying to us, pay the fee or you can't continue. We're going to reject that because I am the great and powerful Captain Droid. You cannot stop me. Too bad, you will regret your decision. And then we go straight into a fight. Now we can do an active pause. He has a defensive turret, but that's fine. The defensive turret's not going to do anything to me. And he has a single gun. So basically, my shield's recharged by the time his guns fire, so this guy can't actually hurt us at all. So literally, we are safe. And you can see that I'm gaining experience by being here. Now what I could do is I could sit here, and this is a trick with this game. I could sit here for the next 20 minutes because he can't hurt me. This weapon cannot penetrate my shields, and this doesn't do anything. This guy is essentially nothing to me. And I could sit here and I could gather experience because you can see that I've now got +2 points into my piloting skill. My shield guy has got +3 points into shielding. My engineering guy's got 1 point into engine skill, or he should have. There's my engineering guy, he's got 1 point into engine skill. This is indeed FTL. And I could also sort of do a little bit of weapon work as well. So I could also have my weapon guy practicing by pounding on his shields. But I'm not going to sit here and wait forever for this guy to actually level up my characters. I could wait for this guy to level my characters up to top level. I know it is, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we are going to take out his pilot. So we're going to take out his piloting system so that he can't get away. And we're going to wait. We're going to pause. Good to sort of mass target things early on, especially with the red tail. So now he has no shields. And he's still slowly giving us experience. We're still slowly gaining bits of experience here and there. Now, is he going to try and surrender? He's not going to try and surrender. Okay, well, I'm just going to deal with him then. Pop. It's crawling its way back from hell. Yes, the beard is slowly crawling back. So, the ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap. We get 2 missiles, we get a drone part, and we get some scrap. And then we pick another location to jump to. We want to get down to this exit before the end of the map. Now, the enemy isn't here yet, so I think I might jump up to this location and go round the long route to see if we can't get a little bit more scrap and a little bit more stuff. Ooh, a small merchant passes. Underground Federation comm channels are all talking about your secret mission. Let us install a weapon to help. So we got a weapon for our ship. It's not currently installed. It is the Repair Burst, a self-teleporting unit that floods a room with nanobots capable of repairing all systems. So this uses up my missile parts in exchange for repairing systems. Now, systems are not health. This is my health up here. This is hull. These are systems that can get damaged separately. A system repair, not really something I'm after. And here's the enemy turning up on screen now. And what this means is, in the next round, they will take over this area. You do not want to be within that area when they take it over, because you'll start fighting very difficult ships. Through a remarkable binary star system, the view is beautiful, there is nothing else around. So, an empty star system. Now what we can do is these things will give us a greater risk. These things will be a little bit dangerous, because they will affect our energy systems and our sensors and our shielding, but they will slow down the enemy as well. We'll jump through them to get ourselves a bit more time as we go downwards. You come across a space station under construction. You receive a message from their command tower. Greetings, we recently lost contact with our cargo ship that was set to deliver more construction materials. Could you figure out what happened? So we've got a quest. Let's offer some help. So they add a quest marker and they give us a little bit of fuel and some missiles to start with. Where's the quest marker? It is down there. Okay, we're headed in that direction anyway. We might not be able to get back and tell them what happened, but... Oh, we arrive in the nebula and immediately receive a message from an unknown source. Prepare to be boarded. We have intruders on board, but we have an advantage with having intruders on board because we have Rob Lion. And Rob Lion is a naturally highly powerful fighter because he is one of the Mantis race. And we also have more people than they do. So we're going to outnumber them, and we've got a very powerful fighter who's going to do a lot of damage very quickly. Omnitar's getting hurt. We're going to pull Omnitar out so that he doesn't die. And then we're going to send everyone in to be healed. Captain Droid goes back to Captain. Basically, different races have different special abilities, Rob. So, Omnitar is currently a member of a race that has energy associated with him. So he basically acts as a little mini generator. So you can see this little yellow bar as he wanders around. He acts as a little mini generator. You are more powerful in a fight, and human beings generally are just generic creatures. No, Omnitar is a little human generator. Yeah, like, you're powering this laser at the moment. So basically, not only are you there controlling where the lasers fire, Omnitar, but you just stick your fingers in the plug socket and just power up one of my lasers for me. Thank you, Omnitar. So, you can see they've slowed down to half speed because I'm in a nebula. What I'm probably going to do is head this way and then up down into this nebula and to the quest. So let's head to another nebula, let's see what happens. It appears there is an automated rebel scout positioned within the nebula to warn of your passing. The ship starts to power its FTL drive. If it gets away, it will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. So this is a way that the enemy fleet speeds up. So what we need to do is we need to stop this thing getting away. You can see it's charging its FTL. We don't have good enough sensors to tell how charged the FTL is, but it's escaping. Okay, so now, these things have a lot of dodge. And what we need to do is, although this thing has a missile launcher, which is dangerous, we need to shut down either the piloting or the engine. There we go. So the engine has gone down. So we took a little bit of damage. We've taken a little bit of damage to one of our lasers and a little bit of damage to Omnitar as well. But we managed to take down its FTL, so it can't fly. And we've taken a little bit more hull damage, and we've actually damaged our camera system. So we're going to go and open up our camera system. You see, we don't see anything else in our ship now because our camera system is down. I'm going to go and let Omnitar heal himself up in the medbay because he needs a little bit of health boost. And our cameras are back up and running. So set first mate John can get back on the shields, Engineer Omnitar can continue with the weapons, and Grunt Rob can continue playing with the engines. Fingers crossed. So, they're moving quite slowly. We can probably plan a couple of upward ones at the moment to try and get them more scrap. And this is like most roguelites. This is our kind of this is our development center. Zoltan in the shields. Bush TV. I prefer to have my Zoltan in the weapons, primarily because it means that regardless of how much damage I take, I'm always going to have at least one weapon active. Personally. Like, I understand shields require more energy, but you arrive at a system to see pirate ship pursuing the civilian ship. You detect messages from the civilian ship on the distress frequency. Aid the civilians! So what have we got? We've got 2 laser systems up. 2 laser systems up, and we've got a teleporter. So, what does this do? Alarms, explosions. Oh, that's what it does. Omnitar's run out of ice cream. No! So I'm just going to drain oxygen from this area of the ship. Hey, it's me and my pet stalker, the tameable crab squid. Hey, tameable crab squid is in the house. So you see, I'm forcing him to come down into a fight at the moment. So we need to deal with their weapon systems, because their weapon systems are quite nasty. There we go. So we've taken out one of their weapon systems. We've got some guys in here ready to fight. We can close the doors back up. Why am I doing this? There's a close all doors button. And we can pop you back into engines. I do want to take a point off the first aid and drop it into engines for now. So, what can we see? Well, we've killed the guy. I think we killed the guy. I don't think he managed to teleport back. We can pop his shields, we can pop his oxygen and his piloting. So he's got no oxygen generator. They're going to have to try and repair the oxygen generator now. And again, like, this double-barreled gun is very dangerous, but quite easy to deal with. There we go. Just going to keep the oxygen off. You can actually capture enemy ships if you have a teleporter, or if you kill them all by using oxygen depletion. I'm just going to slowly farm up a couple of skill points on my weapon wielder. Just pop a few of these and then kill him. There we go. A little bit of fuel, a little bit of missiles and some scrap. Ah, they ran away. So occasionally you can get bonus bits and pieces from that. So you can get bonus experience and bonus scrap and things from it. But they ran away rather than talk to me afterwards. How are you, Liam? Are you doing well? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got maybe 4 or 5 steps till they get to the exit. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should be able to come up round here without too much trouble. Oh, we are in a solar system with an unstable star. So we are going to have fires going off left, right and centre. Rebel Scout is impervious to heat loss, of course, and it has a cloaker. So this was a really bad place to come. Because while it's cloaked, our weapons aren't charging because we have nothing to look at. Which is a bit silly. 4 points of hull damage as well. So, we're going to get rid of the cloak, we're going to get rid of some weapons. Ooh, I'm glad the missile missed, because the missile is unblockable damage. Or sort of, yeah, unblockable. It's dodgeable, but unblockable damage. Solar flare is about to occur. And we have a fire, but that's okay, because we can open up all these doors and get rid of the oxygen super fast, because there's lots of doors to this area. Hello everyone, welcome. Hello everyone, that should have sorted that out. Not only did we have a problem with our internet connection temporarily, but we also had a problem with OBS. OBS screwed up as well. So yeah, lots of things going wrong simultaneously, which was mildly frustrating. But that's fine. We're back up and we should be live and running again. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so where were we? Yes, we got just caught up with a rebel scout ship, and it's got a cutting beam drone. This is dangerous because it's got a laser beam. The laser beam will break our shields, the cutting beam will do a lot of damage to us. Luckily that was kind of mistimed by them, so our shield's going to be back up in time. But we need to deal with either the cutting beam drone or the laser. Probably easiest to deal with the cutting beam drone. And we're just going to splash some damage around their ship to kind of get them running in different directions. So the drone's offline at least. We've got the drone down for now. The laser beam, again, not so concerning. Our shield skill will deal with that. Again, we're going to splash some damage around just to keep them from... Actually, we missed quite a lot there. We might have to deal with their pilot. Ah, we took some damage from the cutting beam. That's okay. So we will pop a couple in there, pop on the pilot and the engines. The enemy ship is powering its FTL trying to escape. Well, good luck with that, because I just took out both your engines and your helm. So, good luck escaping. Oh no, sorry, I took out your weapons and your helm. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. I would like to be capturing these things, because it makes them worth a lot more scrap, but... ah well. So when we come up to the end of the sector, when we exit the sector, there might be a choice between two different sectors to travel to, and I'll give you guys the choice of where we go. So Mantises are the really nasty combat guys. They are a bit like the Klingons. They are all about fighting. These are sacred Urknag Drain Clan hunting grounds. You are prey. Shields up! So they've got a missile launcher and a ion cannon. The ion gun completely non-dangerous to us, really, because it's never going to be able to get through our shield. Oh no, it's a delay ion cannon. Nice. Hey Cole, welcome back. The missile launcher, however, again, it's going to be doing hull damage the whole time it's going. So it's a stun cannon as well, so it stunned John temporarily. So we're going to have to take out their weapons. There we go. Let's pop the shield, the helm, and the O2. Well, we got the helm and the O2 out of it. That's fine. The shield shot landed first. So we are dealing with them reasonably effectively. We're getting a nice supply of fuel and missiles. Hopefully we'll be able to trade that away. So we have our quest here. We'll jump to our quest site and see what the quest wants us to do. You find the missing cargo ship docked to a rebel station. You send a short band message to discover they're being held against their will and forced to donate their supplies for the war effort. Let's do this! Ooh, cutting beam and a heavy laser. Ooh, and a clone bay. So this is not a medical bay, this is a clone bay. So when enemies die... oh yeah, and there's also an anti-ship battery. So this is pretty nasty. This is probably going to hurt quite a lot. But at least I managed to take out their weapon systems, because with the anti-ship battery around, the anti-ship battery is going to occasionally be hitting us and dealing damage. So what we need to do is we need to keep them from using their weapons, basically. Oh, see that? That's nasty. We've got a breach in the hull. We'll need to fix that in a second. There we go. 3 fuel, a drone part, and some cargo. Contact the cargo ship. We got some extra scrap from the cargo ship. So, Let's send all of our guys over to repair this nice and quickly. We need to jump out of here. We've got enough time to jump to one more. And we have another one that's got an environmental danger. These environmental dangers are a pain in the backside. It's one of the reasons why long-range scanners are really, really useful in this game. Close to a pulsar. So they've hacked something, which is not good, because hacking things is bad. Hacking things is very bad indeed. They've got a drone, and they've got a missile launcher and a hacking device as well. So they've got all the things. The drone, not massively dangerous. The missile's the bigger threat, so we'll take out the missile launcher. And then we will distribute our guys back into their associated sections. Ooh, we got our shield stunned. That is not good. They also got their shield stunned though, so that's okay. And we have a fire and we can't use our doors because the doors is what's on fire. That's a problem. You and you come in here and heal up for a second. Now that you're at full health, go and deal with the fires. Okay, so they want to do a shield charge booster and scrap in exchange for in exchange for surrender. The shield charge booster is definitely worth it, especially because we're in such a bad shape at the moment because we've got fires and things going on all over the place. Come on, put the fires out. There we go. You guys can head over here, and we need to repair that oxygen bay before everywhere becomes unlivable. So everyone is running around doing mad repairs on the ship, but thankfully, like, we're in the danger of this, but that's not too bad. You can go back to there. You can head back here. Typical that the bay goes offline. At least the oxygen is high enough that we're not going to risk running out of oxygen. And we can't even look at the nice thing we got. Captain Droid, go back to your captaining. And let's get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get out of here. We got to the exit before the rebels did, which means we can get out. Your sensors pick up a refugee ship drifting through the system, no doubt one of the fleeing the rebel advance. Doesn't appear to have detected you, or else is trying to avoid notice. Hail them. Vessels relieved here for you. They are running low on supplies. They suggest a trade. 1 fuel for 5 missiles. Let's do that anyway. Not massively beneficial because we have plenty of missiles, but we also have plenty of fuel. And we can have a look at what we got. We got a shield charge booster. Boost the ship's shield charge rate by 15%. That's good. And now we have 151 scrap. Now I'd like to visit a shop to get advantages from these for a little bit. A sort of like an advantage from this stuff by buying things. But at the same time, we kind of need to boost and benefit our ship. So we're going to buy 2 more shield and 2 more power. And we're going to throw that into the shield. So now we have 2 shield bars. And with the 15% shield charge rate, that's not terrible. So let's warp out to the next sector. So we've got number 1 civilian sector, number 2 rebel sector. So I'm going to let you guys vote on that. Whether you want me to go to number 1 or number 2. Whether you want to go to a civilian sector or a rebel sector. Rebel sector, lots more threats, less storyline, lots more combat, but chance of getting a little bit more advantage here and there with like scrap and things. Civilian sector, more quests, more conversations, more choices. Civilian sector? What do you think, Cole? What do you think, Omni? Should we go to the civilian sector? Hey, Red Force! Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, we've only got 1 vote, but let's go with Robo Lion. Let's go with Rob. Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump away. Ooh, we have a store straight away. We got rid of some of our stuff for some extra shields, but that's fine. Group of mysterious alien vessels, they hail you. Apparently they have valuable technology for sale. So we could get a crew teleporter, which costs 90. We can't really afford this stuff, unfortunately. We could repair ourselves. We could get an anti-drone. Drone? I'm alright, Red Force. How are you, man? We're just playing a little bit of game, just having a little bit of fun. And, yeah, just relaxing a bit. We could grab a mind control. Mind control's pretty powerful. Mind control is actually really pretty powerful. It would mean getting another energy from somewhere, but... And we couldn't do much repairing. How much is this worth? This is worth 22. See, the crew teleport would allow us to transport Rob over onto enemy ships, and Rob could do quite a bit of damage. Mind control? Okay, let's grab a mind control then. Hey, Xenomorph species! Welcome, welcome, welcome. And what we're going to do is we're going to sell the shield charger, and we're going to use the shield charger and money to do stuff. Repair our ship. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to take one off engines, and I'm going to grab one into mind control. I'm doing great today. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Red Force! Happy, happy birthday, Red Force. Red Force. Yeah, cool, dude. Happy birthday. So we're going to jump. We're going to jump into the nebula. Again, nebula can be a little bit dangerous. You can have things where you don't get shields and stuff like that. Pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact it's attempting to avoid your ship, you assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. Oh, let's grab the smuggler. Prepare up your weapons and move in. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to think about where are their guys going to be. We need to have better sensors to use our mind control. So we need to wait until we can afford better sensors, which shouldn't be long at all. Hey, Dooster! Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I presume you're up there. Our weapons guy has actually already gained skill. So our weapons guy is already skilled, which is great. So I'm going to shut down his teleporter and his weapons. Stop him from using his teleporter. Because if I can stop him from using his teleporter, this guy can't leave. This guy's going to die. Excellent. Now I'm going to go for this so that he can't get away, and that. So that he doesn't have oxygen. They look like they're trying to flee, but it doesn't matter because their FTL's already been delayed. Got all our weapons back. We're going to pop his shields. Can I heal? Yes, let's get Rob healed. You don't tend to do a huge amount of healing. You don't tend to do a huge amount of healing in combat because having guys in the engine makes your dodging better. So you can see here we've got little person figures over here. Got little person symbols over the top here. So you can see here that dodge is 5 plus times 1 FTL. If we put Rob into the engines, the dodge becomes 5 plus 5 for being manned. And as your skill goes up in dodging, you will get additional plus 10, plus 15. We charge weapons faster because Omnitar's already skilled at leaving weapons. Hey, Super Mr. Wolf, welcome to the stream. And Captain Droid is already skilled at piloting, so we are getting a point into piloting. Now what we could is we could man the doors. Manning the doors means that we are getting a bonus to the shield, the bonus to the strength of the doors. So if I move John over into the doors, you can see that all the doors go grey. These means that the enemy have to shoot their way through the doors. But we do have 33 scrap, which means what we can do is we can start boosting our sensors to see the enemy interior. And then one more, and we'll be able to see where the enemy life forms are, and we'll be able to hypnotise them. In fact, I think we might be able to hypnotise people now. Almost 460 subs. Yes, Red Force, almost 460 subs. If you guys would like to share the stream or just tweet out things like that, it's great. So, with the upgrade to our sensors, we can now see that this has a storm and this one has a possible ship detected. So let's move up to the possible ship detected. Let's avoid the storm because the storm can do damage to the thing. Ooh, a black market trader spins your tale of a dangerous nebula before pushing his wares. So I can actually now use my mind control. We have a blue option because we have one of the secret things unlocked. I can use my mind control to convince him to make a better deal. Once convinced the ship, he casually states that his offer was actually a lie and that they plan to attack your ship. By the time he returns to his senses, you've already prepared your ship to fight. So, basically, if we hadn't done that, then all of my energy would be turned off, and I'd have to reassign my energy. Hey! Welcome, Badwolf, to the stream. You wanted me to tell a story, so what I'm going to do is a little bit later on, I'm actually going to be telling a story while we do the stream. But what I will do is I'll make sure that I get a time tag so that I can actually link that and maybe even sort of steal it for a different thing and sort of cut it and use it. But, yes, we have a guy who we are now sort of prepared to deal with. Now, we can't even see inside their ship because we're in a nebula, so it's blocked. Hey, Primex! Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, I'm going to be telling some stories like I do over on my Gaming Droid channel. Not my Gaming Droid channel, my Learning Droid channel. I tell stories occasionally. Because I quite like storytelling. I'm a DM, I'm a dungeon master. I like creating my own worlds. I don't use the kind of pre-built stuff. I don't use the pre-built stuff that's brought out by the Dungeons & Dragons developers. So I like to create my own worlds, and I like to discuss and talk about and develop things. 2 fuel, 3... No, I want the scrap. I want the scrap, guys. I'm sorry. I kind of want stuff that you're going to drop when you blow up. How are you, Prime? Are you doing well today? See, 23 scrap. Much, much better, much, much better. So if we have a look at the ship... With 30 scrap, we could boost the health and damage of the people that we capture. Next player we get, can we name it after Super Mr. Wolf? Of course we can, Mr. Wolf. Oh, I love D&D myself. I enjoy a good bit of D&D. So what I could do is I could give ourselves 50% evasion without the ship being manned. That way I could move my captain and go and do other things like man the doors or man other sectors with him or use him for fights. But for now we're going to hold it where we are and we are going to jump up to the north. Surely not? What do you mean, surely not? A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding at the Nebula Beacon. Before you have time to make contact with it, they fade into the nebula. You get lucky and find them floating not too deep into the nebula. Thrilled to be found by friendlies, they come aboard and abandon their wrecked ship. So we have Lagady. So if we go over to crew, we can rename Lagady. Support Lieutenant Mr. Wolf. There's a sub, I guess. Hey, subs! So we now have a spare engine guy. Now what I could put him in the doors, but that doesn't actually help me in the slightest, because with him in the doors, he's providing energy to nothing. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to move him over to engineering. So although Robline is almost ready to be a better engineer, I'm actually going to move Robline into our doors because he is our combat specialist. So Robline is going to jump into the doorways and manage the doorways. So now we're going to head, we could head to an unvisited location. We could head to an unvisited location very close to a nearby sun. We want to avoid those because they can do a lot of damage to us. So let's head to the basic unvisited location downwards and let's head down and up. Not Lagady. Your jump leads to an unremarkable binary star system with nothing around. Okay, so let's head down to... So, what can we do? We can head down here. What have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Maybe 6 jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Yay, he can stand there and do... No, you are manning the doors. You are basically now the doorman. You find the source of the distress call, a small research station. It appears to be a laboratory fire that's gotten out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. So, you have any tips for using Crystal Cruiser? For using the Crystal Cruiser, you really just want to have your oxygen off and just basically rely on your Crystal crew members and not have other crew members if you can avoid it. And also, like, get used to the Crystal Cruiser on easy. Get used to how it works. It's not really a battleship. You kind of tend to avoid battles and use mind control and things like So we don't have a repair thing. We don't have a repair thing, so we can't repair them from a long range. We don't have a stone crew member. So if we had a rock, rock's completely immune to fire. And if rocks are completely immune to fire, you can just send a rock over and it's safe. So if we send a crew member over, so if we send crew over, we could lose a crew member. If we dock, we could lose a crew member and take ship damage. But if we send crew members over, we could save them. If we dock, we could rescue someone. Oh, we rescued someone. You pull up alongside, cut through the wall. You're able to rescue a few survivors, many have more than lost. The survivors often join your crew and offload the rest of the nearby station. So we have another crew member. We have Mr. Jones. So Mr. Jones is going to be Sergeant Prime. So we have Captain Droid, we have First Officer John, Engineer Omnitar, Grunt Rob Lion, Super Lieutenant Mr. Wolf, and Sergeant Prime. So we have yet another guy. We don't have anything else that needs manning, but we can man the sensors, because the sensors can actually gain a bonus from manning. Corey the Blue Dragon is being a dragon! Welcome, Corey the Blue Dragon! I'm glad you are being a dragon. Being a dragon is most useful. Ooh, an abandoned space station circles the planet alone. A quick check reveals yields schematics for a drone. Bring it aboard. So we got some drone schematics from that. What about to shields? To shields are being manned by Engineer John, I believe. Yes, Engineer John is manning our shields. So you see, we've got one person in everything at the moment. So we're going to start heading up. We can head round this way and maybe jump back to the exit before the guys arrive. Corey's being useful. Yay! Okay, so we gain 10 fuel but lose 3 missiles. Yeah, 10 fuel is more than worth 3 missiles. You should scroll chat down. Oh, do you mean move chat down here? There you go. Or do you mean have the chat the other way up so that it's scrolling in the other direction? At the moment, the topmost message is the most recent message, Prime. So we've got time to visit a few more. And as I said, civilian sector, less combat, more things. Receives a message from a nearby station. A Federation cruiser jumping into rebel territory. Quite the bold move. You quickly move to arm your weapons. He continues. Lucky for you, we're not all in support of rebellion. Perhaps these supplies will help you get to friendlier space. So fuel, missiles, and scrap. That was a good jump to make. Ship is emitting a distress beacon. Message you, sorry to bother you, but we're out of fuel and this is a barren sector. Can you help us out? We just got fuel really cheap, so... Hey, bye Red Horse. Have a good one. Let's give them 2 fuel. Have a look at the scans we took. Okay, so they gave us scans for this sector, which isn't really that helpful. 1. Can we get away with that? I'm going to measure it with my thumb. 1, 2. I think we can get away with this. I think we can get away with this. Have a good one, Red Force. Have a good one. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they've tried to shut down your engines. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational, and you move to attack. Oh, so we've gotten our engines reduced in effectiveness. But what we can do is we can actually hack these guys. They have an engine, a human. I'm going to hack the human, and you see they're going to be fighting each other now. Now, the reason I mind controlled the human is the human has more HP than the NG, so the human might actually be able to kill the NG. And we can help by doing some damage with our lasers. So they're now going to try to repair that, which means they are all in this area. And we actually killed all of them. So we killed them without destroying the ship, which means we get a little bit of extra stuff. Rob, repair the O2. And the oxygen's up and running. Let's get our guys back to their positions. What did he say? He put too many emojis in the message. Excellent, Rob. Thank you. So how do you fix it? Basically, you go and you take your hand and you do this motion with your hand and make a clicking noise. That's how you fix things. Hey, Jester Gaming, welcome to the stream. Welcome, 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 Jester. Yes, I was perfectly right. Look at that. Just outside that range. How is that? And for you guys who want to know how I do that, is literally the width of my thumb is exactly the same as the width of that bar on my screen. So I measure it out with my thumb. Hey, RSC Jester Squid in the chat. Why are you robo-squidding me, RSC? RSC is robo-squidding me. This concerns me. Rebels in the system are doing supply runs for local space stations. The civilians have likely been out of supply for months due to war and are desperate need. Wait and steal supplies from the civilians or attack the rebels. Let's attack the rebels. A little bit more dangerous, but we do have the advantage of now having a mind control. So we can mind control this guy and he'll start shooting their own weapon system, which is great. He'll actually start opening fire on their weapons. Oh, and it caught fire as well. Been out of town for a bit, been out of touch. Now, I have noticed that you've been kind of not really full on with your channel at the moment. I'm doing alright, man. We're going to have a bit of story time in a little bit, because someone wanted us to have story time. So I'm going to pop these two and see if I can't kill them. 2 down, 2 dead. 2 people dead. Look at that, and now there's one of them trying to put out fires and he's probably going to get killed. Yes, and we take another ship. So, with Rebel Crew gone, you strip their ship for equipment. They've already made their delivery to the civilians. Sub still coming though, 311 now. Awesome, Jester, that's great. That is absolutely wonderful. It's nice to know that they are still rolling in slowly. Science and traps. Oh, cool, some 7 Days to Die science and traps. So you're going to talk about like zombie pathing and things, because zombie pathing and things is going to be great. Are we evil? Are we evil? Chat, are we evil? Are we evil, chat? Do we? I want. Is it okay to steal from civilians? Steal! Yay! We are evil. Rob agrees. We are evil. Okay, so we are going to the NG homeworld or a pirate control sector. Pirate control sector, again, more combat, less storyline missions, and less, like, as you saw in that civilian sector, we had an awful lot of missions where we didn't do any fighting, we just used messages and things. NG homeworld, we go to the NG homeworld, we might meet some NGs. Sure, they can scam you sometimes. Yeah, they can scam you. Yes, hail science of evil. Droid evil! Pirate controlled. Okay, Rob, we are going to a pirate controlled sector. One second, guys, just sorting something out. A few years ago, this region was bustling with trade activity. Now it's overrun with bandits and marauders. You should tread lightly here. Okay, so we have bandits and marauders. And so we should tread lightly. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to jump to this location and then jump back to the store. Let's just make sure that we've got everyone in all the locations. Crew, we've got equipment. We could do another upgrade. We could possibly upgrade our scanners to see enemy power usage. 3 viewers on Twitch, that is awesome. What we could do is we could upgrade our... But I do want to see if I can't get some more equipment. Let's jump to here. And then here, and let's go to the store first. Let's go to the store. Oh, so we find a space station set up for travellers. You browse through the listings, you find a tavern full of mercenaries for hire. So we could have Luan T, who is a decent pilot already. He's already a skilled pilot. Or we could have Joel, who's a rock, who is immune to fire. Not a good combat character, but immune to fires. 29, that would take us below 100. Let's hire Joel. Let's call Joel Second Lieutenant Bad Wolf. So Joel is a member of the rock species. They are immune to fire, they are slow to move, but they have a lot of HP. So now we have Joel, and we're going to set Joel up pretty much central to the ship. We're going to set Joel up in the oxygen bay, probably. This means he can get to fires. If you have a boarding crew. We do not have a boarding crew because we don't have a... Call him not Joel. Because we don't have a teleporter yet. So we're going to go to the unvisited location and then to the store. We have asteroids. Asteroids are a minor problem, especially when we're facing something with this many lasers. But that's fine because they're going to have to deal with the asteroids as well. So, what have they got? They've got 2 NGs, 3 NGs. Oh no, they've got 2 NGs and a rock. Let's throw the rock into mind control then. They've hacked our shields, but we've mind controlled one of them. We are going to need to take out their weapons though, because they have a lot of weapons. And in the asteroid field already we're at a disadvantage because of the amount of asteroids coming. Get in there, power. So Prime took a little bit of a knock when the sensors got hit. That's fine. So they want to surrender and give us 3 fuel and 18 scrap. Not going to accept it, I'm afraid. You kind of brought this on yourselves. Dooster wants to be part of the crew. We will find a crew member for Dooster. We have space for 1 more crew member, I believe. We have space for another crew member. So we will find another crew member and we will call him Dooster. Oh, the asteroids are slowly chipping away at us though, which is mildly frustrating. They hacked our shields, but we have bad evasion, so it's fine! I am going to hypnotize this guy again, and actually, if he destroys their... then they are dead anyway. There we go. The ship explodes, leaving behind substantial debris. So we got 1 less fuel, but we got a lot more scrap. I think that was really worthwhile, considering we're just about to jump to a shock. Well-armed transport ship and a squadron of fighters are orbiting nearby. You are wary of their trustworthiness, but beggars cannot be choosers. So we're going to close the shop for now. We are going to send Mr. Prime to go and get healed up, because Mr. Prime needs healing. And then we're going to have a look at the store. We could get a hacking bay, we could get a clone bay, we could get a backup battery. So we could provide an energy boost, we could get a clone bay, which basically brings people back to life when they die. We could get the hacking bay, which allows us to shut down specific systems. Definitely going to sell the defense drone, because we're not going to have a drone at any point. The problem with the hacking bay is the hacking bay uses energy. Streaming 60 frames per second to Twitch is a little bit of a struggle, as far as I've been told. Like 60 frames per second on Twitch can be a little bit of a stream sort of drag. I personally would try. Personally, if I was you, I would go 60 frames per second to YouTube and Twitch through Restream and just give it a go. True, we don't have many drone parts, Prime. That is a fair point. We have very few drone parts, so the hacking would be limited to how many drone parts we have. So we'd only be able to fire it 5 times. We could get a chain ion, which has a really long charge, but fires a maximum of 4 ion cannons. We could get a hull beam, which takes a huge amount of time to charge, but does a lot of damage, and we've got 3 lasers. That's true. If you do get partnered, then they kind of want exclusivity to Twitch, don't they? Let's grab the hull beam. And let's equip the hull beam. And that means we need to grab... Oop, undo that. We need to grab a point in that, and we also need to grab some more energy. So there we go. We have got now a hull beam up and running. Good morning, Eduardo. It's 6:45 in the morning. How's your day? My day is great. Hey, even Janka, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Think you're going to do good against flagship? Consider Zoltan shield bypass. Yeah. It's really tough, Jester. It depends how much of your viewer community is on YouTube. Because if you can keep your viewer community and switch over to Twitch, partnering might not be a bad idea. 5 fuel for 2 drone parts. We'd have nothing that uses drone parts, so we'll take the fuel. Arrived at populated sector. One merchant seems to be mass-boarding a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. Seems reasonably equipped. A freighter carrying shipment of mine is week late. We want to investigate. Added a quest marker to our map. Okay. You just woke up, Eduardo. Wow. Crikey, man. So the quest marker's over here, so we can head up to this distress and then head down towards the exit. So, guys. Ooh, we get a blue because we bought a beam weapon. Nice. You arrive at the distress beacon near an asteroid sector to find a ship with pirate markings crushed between 2 large rocks. Must have been an illegal mining belt without proper equipment. Yeah. That's tough, Jester. One thing I always do is I always have the YouTube stream analytics up so I can tell how many guys have been peak on my current stream. So my peak viewers at the moment on YouTube is 9, but my peak viewers on Restream is 11. So I know that I've had at least 2 viewers on Twitch, but we've had a little bit more than that actually. So I keep an eye on it and I split it up so I can see. So the beam weapon allows us to do a good thing, so we can cut things out with a precise cut, which means that they don't get damaged, and we get a little bit of extra reward, which is good. Do I risk going for this distress beacon? 1, 2, 3, 4. Could maybe get away with 5. Let's do it. Distress beacon. No, that's all right, Jester. That's fine, man. Bad Wolf wants to hijack my stream and wants me to tell a story, so I'm going to sort of timestamp probably when we get to the next sector, and I will be telling a story during the next sector rather than reading these things out, and I'll just be making choices. Ship without life forms within a nearby asteroid field is giving off a distress call. Shall we investigate? Search for the ship. Find what appears to be a piece of derelict ship coated in ice. Before you have a chance to dock, a few asteroids get past your shields. Ah, so we took 5 damage for nothing. Story time for the win! Yay! We can't get to that store in time. We can't do the shop. Ooh, I took damage to my engine from that as well. Arrive at the last known location of the merchant delivery and you begin to scan for the lost ship. After a quick scan, you find you're being chased by pirates. This must be delivering ship. So, first things first, let's take over the human in piloting. And they'll have a little fight between themselves. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wait for my hull beam to charge. There we go. I think Osiris stream you had like 4 Twitch viewers. Yeah, I can have a few Twitch viewers from time to time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out their shields. And now we can use our beam. So what we want to do is we want to get as many rooms as we can. So we've got 4 rooms there. Is there any way I can get more than 4 rooms? If I put it down here, can I get... Nope. If I put it all the way back here, can I get 5 rooms? If I put it here, can I get... I can get 4 there. Question is, can I convince it to give me 5? Nope, looks like 4 is going to be my main sort of thing. And there we go, look at that. Look at that damage, just cuts through everything. Beautifully. Questionable crystal ship. Yeah. This isn't. I think this is an NG pirate ship, isn't it? And this guy has got a tiny bit of health left. I'm actually going to see if I can kill him without destroying the ship. So let's break that one and let's... Yes, we killed him without destroying the ship. Excellent. You can actually get beams and things that are specifically designed to destroy people or set fires, which can sometimes be very, very advantageous. So we could go here, 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 or here, here. We won't be able to get down to that one. We could go 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. 1, 2... no, we can't really do that. So we can go to this one. We'll reduce our distance by 1. Draw straws and send a random crew member over to the slavers. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave this up to you. Do we surrender one of our own? Possibly even Captain Droid? Or do we say we will never surrender and fight the slavers? Do we surrender one of our own people to the slavers? Kill them all! Okay. Ooh, we have a rock versus an NG again. Bloop. Let's psychically control the rock. No mercy. Murder! So, let's pop their shields. The rock is actually... The NG is actually ignoring the fact that the rock is shooting the shields, which is great. And we only just managed to pop their shields, which is frustrating. Ooh! Ooh, okay, you need some help. You need some help, Omnitar. Everyone go and help Omnitar! Oh, crikey! Omnitar, go and heal, please. This is not good. They have one hell of a weapons array. Sing because they are skilled. Oh, wow. We should have surrendered someone. We really should have surrendered someone. Wow, the O2 generator's offline. Rob, O2 generator. Wow. This is not good. Oh my god, we didn't even break their shield, so I can't even use my hull laser. Psychically control the rock again, please. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, the shield came up almost instantly. He's hitting the oxygen generator as hard as he can. We're running out of oxygen. God damn it, Rob! Hit the engine. Hit the and our sensors go down. Wow! This might be the end of the. This might be the end of the ship. This is insane. Wow, this is bad. Tip, run. Never! You already told me to kill them all. You already told me to kill them all. Accept it! Screw you! Ha! Screw you! Yes, Rob, you can retreat up at the top. This thing charges up. When it gets to FTL, you can escape. So, Rob is still fixing the oxygen generator because it got hit a second time. So, come on, Rob. Oxygen generator, please. There we go. Our oxygen generator is up and running. Let's go and heal all of our really badly injured crew members. Let's throw Captain Droid in as well. Okay, so someone wanted to be named after a guy. I said I would name it after the next, someone after the next one. Who wanted to be a crew member? Dooster wanted to be a crew member. Dooster wanted to be a crew member. So let us go into ship and crew. We have Wesley Dooster. Wesley Dooster, welcome to the ship. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. So, Captain Droid can go back there. We've got Prime who can go back in here. We've got Rob who can go back in here. Mr. Wolf can go and get a nice health re-top up. And Bad Wolf can join him. The Wolf Brothers. That's it! It's the Wolf Brothers. Now we have Dooster, who's dedicated solely to repairing the oxygen generator. Wow! That was a bit insane. We really need to get to a shop or to a repair bay, because, wow. Sensor picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system. No one doubt fleeing the Rebel advance. Let's hail them. Fuel for drone parts? Yeah. That's fine by me. And just in time to get to the exit. Perfectly timed and perfectly planned. Perfect distance. Attack the rebels! And let's grab a mind control on the pilot. Yes, with mind control on the pilot, they won't have any dodge skill. Ooh, they're all getting involved in the fight. Ooh, someone leveled up. Captain leveled up. Captain Droid leveled up. Captain Droid is now level 2. Pilot. Probline. RIP. Is it not working over on Twitch? Let me refresh the stream on Twitch. Because apparently Robline is having trouble watching. Okie dokie. There we go. Let's pop some more shields on. I think you should get boarding crew. We do have a nice setup for boarding crew. We have Rob, we have Dooster, and we have Bad Wolf. So that's actually a really nice setup for a boarding team. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So I managed to turn off their healing at least. We took a little bit of damage here and there, but nothing disastrous. Wow, that is really rather nasty because they've taken down some... God damn it! Dooster, go and help John, please. Dooster, John needs a little bit of help there. Oh, that thing can shoot down incoming lasers. I did not know the Defense Drone Mark II can shoot down incoming lasers. I'm probably on the other side of the planet. I'm in the UK, Rob, so I don't know. I say rest in peace, because I mean it. I'm confused! Mind control! Oh, looks like we might be going down. Oh yeah, we are dead, I'm afraid. We are not going to survive this. Yep. Oh! That fight with the slaver really just crushed us, didn't it? Let's head back to our hangar. Okay, so what I will do is in this particular run-through, let's have a look at what we got. We've got an NG ship. We've got... I quite like the Nisos. But then I'm also a bit of a fan of the Osprey. I've got the Adjudicator. We've got 3 of the Zoltans with the energy-powered thing. What do I need to do with the Zoltan? Destroy a ship before it gets through your Zoltan shields. Have 29 power in systems at the same time. Get Sector 5 without upgrading your reactor. Yeah, let's do a normal run on the Adjudicator. And what I will do is I will ignore the text on screen. I'll keep playing the game, but I'll ignore what's on screen, and I will tell you guys this isn't a pre-prepped story so much as I've basically got open on the side of the screen a document which was from a D&D campaign. It's not got descriptors, it's not got full chapters or full paragraphs or anything written out. It's just a sort of base idea. And I'll just be making up the story as I go along, and you'll see a little bit of the kind of progression of my thought pattern, I suppose. Does the halberd cut through shields first, though? Does the halberd cut through shields? Damage per room 2 requires 3 power, charge time 17 seconds. No, it doesn't cut through. So that is a minor problem. Because if we come up against something with shields, we need to use the Lite to break shields. So the only really thing we can do is if we come up against something with shields, we will turn the oxygen off temporarily. Names for the players. Yes, names for the players. So we have Captain Eduardo. We have First Officer Jester. And we have Commander. It does 2 damage, but does 2 damage break shields. I thought beams never did any damage to shields regardless of how much damage they deal. Does 2 damage to rooms. I thought it required shield penetration to deal damage. Oh, that's really cool, Jester. Commander... let's put Dooster back on the ship. Dooster wasn't alive for very long last time. Let's put Dooster back on the ship. Okay. So. You see it unfold before you. Time passes quickly. Years roll within minutes. And before you lies a moon. Grey and dead. And a voice tells you the story as it unfolds. The lunar station started as a small station orbiting the moon. The researchers of Moon Station and the military of Lunar Base and the civilians of the station known as Lunar Orbit. Over years, as technology grew, space travel became faster and easier and space travel became faster and easier. The station grew, and slowly orbits came together. Slowly the stations expanded and grew. Slowly things attached and bolted. People added sections until the 3 orbiting stations were almost touching each other. And so they decided that what they would do is they would link the stations together. And so the 3 orbiting stations, dangerously close to hitting each other, became a single ring wrapped around the moon. And so the true lunar station was born. Slowly it grew to a shell covering the moon, unbroken, complete, allowing an atmosphere to be introduced to the moon's surface. Hashtag this makes little sense. Someone asked me to tell a story while I was doing this, so I'm telling a story. This was when the mining ships discovered that there was an element known as strattium deep inside the asteroid belt. Of course you can, Mr. Wolf. A radioactive, highly dangerous material. It was mined and brought to Lunar Station. It was researched. Soon they discovered that it could provide huge amounts of power. Huge amounts of thrust in space and huge amounts of power on planet surfaces. Hashtag save the game. And this allowed them to add an atmosphere to Lunar Station. Nothing. Distress beacon. Power plants on Earth and the Moon were dismantled over time, and soon research was thrown... 2 sector only, please. Soon research was thrown into making strattium a stable and safe energy source for on-planet use. There we go. NG allowed us to remotely repair it, which was nice and easy. we're going to come back down and around this way. Actually, no, we could probably come down, so up, across, down, 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 down. Yeah. Power plants on Earth. Where was I? Yes, stable plant for use on planets. This was accomplished, and the second it was, experiments on space travel began. So this will be the test to see if I can actually breach shields with this thing. I can indeed breach shields. It penetrates a shield. That's cool. Thank you very much for the information, prop. As greater speeds were achieved in space travel. Prime, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But please don't harass the stream over the fact that if it's not for you, it's not for you. I'm not gonna desperately try and appease your particular sense of what you want. Soon interstellar travel became possible. And this scared the military commanders into formation of a space fleet, a military force for use in space. Large ships were created to guard planets, but as mining ships dug deeper and deeper into atmospheres, it soon became important that ships were sent with them to keep an eye on them, to protect them from asteroids as much as aliens. Bye, Felicia! So we are going to jump out of here nice and quick because we are taking damage from the solar plant. Pepe got a point in repair skill, which is great because Pepe is already a quick repairer. And we can slowly regenerate our oxygen. The mining ships made use of small ships that dipped into asteroids and a small amount of equipment with strontium engine, but capable of its job using hydrogen-oxygen thrust mainly. These small ships would soon be seen as a starting point for research into space fighters and into small fighter-like vehicles. Here, at this point in time on Lunar Station, was held the Conference of Three. A first for Earth. Representatives from each of the world governments, of which only 13 remained, and representatives from each science and military mastery and structure were present at the meeting. The meetings of military, the scientific, and the civilian. What do we get? What did we have in the store? Did we have anything we can sell or purchase? We don't really need the breach missile. Lite is a very small, easy to fire missile, very useful for fast recharge. The breach missiles, So we could get another crew officer. We could get Matt, Valerie, or Michael. We could fix a little bit of damage, of course. Or we could get a halberd beam. So we could actually get a second halberd beam. Okie dokie, Super Wolf. Or we could get a chain ion. Chain ion would allow us to drop down shields and then use the halberd beam. Let's grab a chain ion. On the off chance. On the off chance. So. At the meeting, it was decided to form the world into a united government under a group of officials. Let's say the ship. To move research into the direction of energy-based systems for flight and mining. Fighter Command became an integral part of the space fleet. And although people understood that perhaps we were not alone, military funding was reduced. After all, we'd been mining asteroids for decades, and so far nothing had come visiting. Fighter pilots were trained by the 1,000 at a system of large camps based on Earth. We don't have a large enough power system. Damn. So our little shield is just going to slowly charge up for us. I just appeared from nothingness. I'm confused. So we're going to use the halberd beam, and we're going to get as many rooms as we can again. Can we get 4 rooms with it? Can we get 5 rooms with it, maybe? Get the part 2 about Seth from Cochrane. Oh, if only I was famous enough to be able to do a story like that. Fighter pilots were hired and trained on large camps on Earth. However, only the very best were selected to actually finish their training and move to Lunar Station. On Lunar Station, fighter pilots joined the ranks of the real fighter pilots, the Spaceborne. Before they left Earth, they were formed into squadrons and given squadron names and call signs. Now, the world changed as technology grew and people started looking outwards, Mars and beyond. It only took about 13 years to make Mars habitable at first. And even the larger areas, even with this large area to protect, military funding was not increased. After all, protect humans from what? What was there to protect humans from? Ooh, hello. NG, go and repair that for me. Ganymede was under the protection of being terraformed, under the process of being terraformed, and many ships were mining. God damn, that thing is nasty. Try making your voice deeper. Ganymede was under the process of being terraformed, and many ships were mining the asteroids furiously in an attempt to provide the terraformers with all they needed. That was when it happened, just after the 4th year of Martian civilization. They attacked. Well, we took a lot of systems damage, but not actually any real damage. Jester can go to the medbay, because he needs a little health top-up. That was when it happened, just after the 4th year of Martian civilization. They attacked. Their technology was similar to ours. Their needs for planetary gravity and atmosphere nearly identical. And they wanted our home. The humans lost half of the space fleet in a battle for Mars. Now military funding was more than tripled. The building of orbital weapon platforms and a combat space fleet was top priority. Who knew when they'd be back? The first few ships in the new generation of the space fleet were equipped similar to the old ships: magnetic railguns and mass drive cannons, huge missile racks. These weapons were developed, and attempts made to make them more powerful in the vacuum of space. Researchers looked into ionic energy, light, and soon stratium drives, hulls, and weapons grew in power. The solar system became a military zone, and fighter command was abuzz with training pilots. Hey Brando, welcome to the stream. Research reached a point where humans had learned to jump through subspace sections of this reality, connecting to the same part of reality wormholes push through, and move from place to place almost instantaneously. But it was dangerous, and needed perfect calculations, only possible in the most controlled of places and circumstances. But alas, I've neglected to teach you of Earth. Human technologies were advancing in medical and civil ways as well. Now children usually finished their education at the age of 13. Human life had reached its limit, approximately 100 years. Oop, wait. Where's my... why do... that's why. Let's put our energy into our shield generator. Human life had reached its limits. People could live no longer and still survive. Most died approximately at 100. It was, after all, the human limit. Earth itself was a single huge city, The oceans, the land, even the ice sheets had become homes, farmland, or factories and labs. Mining had stopped. Most of Earth's metals were already extracted, and any other metals easily harvested from the asteroids. I've told you all you need to know. This is all past now, and we have colonized 2 more of Jupiter's moons, Callisto and Europa. But the war still rages in space. Perhaps you'd like to see it as the rest of history unfolds. Actually, someone's lived to 126 now. But actually, it's funny because people say that like as the human limit, but in reality, like, the human limit is far lower than that because people die. People would die without medical intervention before that point. Like, regardless of how lucky you are, without some kind of medical intervention, you die before you get to 105, 106. The moon, encapsulated in metal, melted away, and you found yourself standing in a small room. The floor, walls, and ceilings looked like steel, finely cleaned and gleaming. The room filled with chairs. As you can tell, this was designed for a D&D or for a D20 campaign because I'm describing it as you. Finely cleaned and gleaming. The room was filled with chairs. It looked like a conference room. Inset ceiling lights lit to a shocking brightness. After the darkness of space, you stood before 2 men. Well, one was a man, the other was a boy who looked barely 19 years of age. The older man wore a green jacket and had gold circles dotted across the left side of his chest. 8 circles in total, grouped into a semicircle. The younger man, he wore an all-in-one grey suit, a helmet tucked under his arm, similar to that of motorcycle helmets. On the side of the helmet was a pair of dice, showing a single point on each of the dice. The man in the grey suit stepped forward and growled. "You know I am most suited for this mission, Mr. Anderson." Anderson grabbed the jacket and threw him against a wall with a grunt, and was about to kick him, but held back. "You know, I believe you, but Command wants you training new pilots. You trained half of the Shining Lancers, and they want another group like that." His voice gave way the fact he was sorry, and felt for his friend, but his face was stern. This game looked pretty awesome. Yeah, this game is really quite a fun little game. It's quite a fun little bit of turn-based strategy. Ooh, Emma! Nice. Let's send our Engie up to heal our oxygen bay, and let's rename Emma. Let's have Corporal Rando. Or do you want to be Corporal Beards? Let's call you Corporal Beards instead. Accept. I think you should get a laser. I really should get a laser. The problem is I currently don't have access to a shop. The shop's all the way up there, and actually no, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could go to the shop. Can I get a laser from the shop though? No, they didn't have any lasers. No, he's right, John. I should grab a laser. But they had no lasers for sale, so... And also, I don't really have enough money. The lad pushed Anderson away and turned for the door. "You know they only want me off the front line because of Scheller." His voice was calm, unwavering, and his eyes betrayed the fact he was torn apart by leaving the war. "I know, Nick, I know. It's wrong you got it in the neck for her mistake. But you can't say no to Command. We'll drop you at Lunar Station the second we get there." "I told the Lancers it's your vacation." Anderson smiled at Nick, his voice soft and full of pity. Both left the room and stepped out onto the bridge. The crew saluted, but quickly returned to their duties. After seeing the way Anderson looked at them, The huge plexiglass window, with its microfiber plasma screen, was offline and functioned simply as a window, showing the view directly in front of the ship. Outside the view, Lunar Station. The ring pushing out from it was home to many ships. Multiple people from the fleet docked. This was known as Dock Ring, as one might expect. Many new pilots made joke about the name, and the people who lived on the station. At equal spaces around this ring could be seen large box-like fighter bays, closed hangar doors looking much like vicious mouths. Are you packed? Asked Anderson, his hand tapping keys of a command screen to check their vector. Yeah. I'll go down to docking port 13 and leave. Nick wasn't happy. Don't bother with a send-off, but let me take the grav lift. You know, just for fun. Fun was a word Nick used rarely. But the grav lift held a fascination, a strange sort of entertainment for fighter pilots. It was linked so closely with being a fighter pilot itself, and the adrenaline rush was almost the same. God damn you people, always blowing up my oxygen supply! Nick crossed the mesh deck to a large, triple-wide door. It hissed open, and Nick stepped inside, and the command crew watched. Some knew and some didn't, but all somehow felt it was likely to be the last time Nick rode the SFS Sistana's grav lift. And down go my fucking weapons as well. What is it with all these guys having goddamn, bombs against bloody systems, goddamn system bombs. Let's get the Lite up and active. The grav lift itself was a small cylinder. The grav lift itself was a small cylinder. Not glamorous. No seats. Nowhere to relax. Few handles. And the only thing that stopped it from being an empty tin can were 3 small breathing masks, set next to a set of what looked like round-nosed pliers. And they took out my shields as well. You are getting on my wick ship. Thank you. The door closed behind him and Nick quickly stepped up and strapped the mask over his mouth. Placing his back against the vicious-looking pliers, which with a hiss closed and gripped the skin-tight suit without even grazing his back, he reached out and wrapped his hands around the handles strapped to the wall. A shudder ran through the room, and Nick was suddenly thrown back against the wall. A charge laser. Nice. I'm reading sections of it because I have a list. Basically, this is notes from a campaign. And I have some of the descriptions, like I have the description of the grav lift. I have descriptions of the characters, and some of it is notes from the campaign, because what I do when I run a campaign is I record sections of the campaign. So I record chunks of like what's going on in this bit and that bit of the campaign. So I record sort of different bits and pieces of what's happening. And that gives me information about kind of like where I am going. And what I am up to at the time. Oh, that's why. There's fires there. That's why these people are taking damage. Let's open all of these so that the fires go out. Unfortunately, I can't see the fires, so those fires are out. Okay, so let's re-oxygenize these rooms. That's why people were taking a little bit of damage as they went through. So I'm using descriptions from the campaign, stuff like that. Roll down to the next section of the campaign. The grav lift roared along a massive tunnel. propelled by magnetic accelerators. It was designed to get pilots to their fighters fast in emergencies. The grav lift hissed from the command deck through the crew quarters, running nearly a mile through the ship. Down near the engines. It took less than a second to accelerate to its maximum speed, and took less than 2 seconds to reach the point where, if it hadn't been dampened, it would probably have killed you with grav force. Nick felt the familiar wrench, violent need to vomit, as the pod reached its end and hissed to a stop. Yeah, that only works when there's actual fire in the system rooms. Like, if there's no fire in the system rooms, Prime, then that doesn't work. Nick stopped by at his quarters and picked up his bag. Personal items and a helmet lay on the bed. It wasn't his. His was in his arm. He'd carried it up to the command deck. A note was stuck to the side of the new helmet. What looked like a piece of gum. He lifted the helmet up, unstuck it, and shouldered the light switch to read it out loud. No particular reason, he just read out loud. Yo, Nick. Guess there's no point hiding it. We all know what happened with Shella. We also know you're getting to the old boot down to training command. Well, we know you like to make the trainees feel uncomfortable, so we all chipped in and got you a helmet. Hope you like it. Good luck. Signed, your squadron forever loyal. The Shining Lancers. Welcome back, Super Mr. Wolf. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Blunk. Blunk. So now we have a charge laser and a Lito. We're going to be using up some missiles for a little while, but we need to kind of get some more scrap together. Next sector we're going to go to Abandoned Sector or Zoltan. Let's go into Zoltan Sector. We are Zoltan after all. We might find a little bit of assistance. Nick let a small smile break across his face. He held up the helmet. The signature dice from his Hone helmet, once red dice, had now turned green. Plain dots were now skulls. Each dice still a single point as before. He looked over the breath mask, which was a top-of-the-line brand new Mark 18. Best of all, the new shining bronze colour filter, showing the slit vents. Here we go down through the nebula. There, let's go down to the nebula. Nick grabbed up his bags and left the room. He knew he'd never see it again. But he never left a thank you note. He doubted it would match the Lancers, they knew him well enough. Okay, part attack. We outnumber them, we've got some low health people. Hey Tycho, welcome to the stream. I don't know, Prime. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be doing the story for. Jester is our engine specialist, so Jester can stay in the engines. Dooster definitely needs some heal, or Pepe definitely needs some healing. Dooster is already being healed. I'll take some off oxygen for now, just so that I can get that up and running again. Dooster is indeed my weapons specialist. Dooster, get back down to the weapons. We need energy for oxygen. There we go, we can have oxygen again. Is that a real helmet, sir? That is not a real helmet. Bad Wolf likes the story. Hey, Tyke says hi. Stick me in, Captain. I can handle it. Oh, the craziness. So let's pop out 1 and 2. There we go. We've done some damage, at least to different systems. So basically, at this point in the campaign, this was where the players were kind of setting up their characters. And this was an NPC character, Nick. And Nick was an NPC character. Nick was designed to be not necessarily the sort of source of information for them, but he was certainly designed to be helpful. God damn, their shields came back. Hey, Savory Kurt's in the stream. Hey man, how are you, dude? Is the story done? Technically, this campaign took like absolutely ages to finish, so like I've got like 20 pages of campaign notes, but Bad Wolf wanted me to sort of talk, so I talked a little bit about how Nick left the ship. Nick left the Sigralo. But the thing is, guys, I love telling stories more. I'll tell short stories, but I love telling stories more as a campaign. So I'd love to run a campaign. I'd love to run a D&D campaign at some point for you guys. Let's throw some more power into, well, everything, to be fair. Let's get some more power up and running. Well, this is it. I'm doing really well, Sabri. How are you doing? I've run D&D campaigns for things. I've run D&D campaigns. I've run D&D campaigns basically on a channel called ToadNet for a guy called Toad. Yes, I've also had Savory Kurt in a D&D campaign. I had Savory Kurt in a sci-fi D&D campaign in which Savory Kurt played... you weren't the guy who was obsessed with magnets, that was Toad. You played the Explorer. You played the Explorer who had been blackmailed into being part of the campaign. That's who you played. Yes, I remember that. So we have the energy, we just need one more point for the thing. Yes, the D&D campaign was really good. I really did enjoy some D&D campaigns. Yes, he got blackmailed into taking part in the campaign. It was quite funny. That is really not what I want active. What I would probably do, Jester, is I would probably do it through D20 or Roll20.net. Roll20.net. Yes, you didn't like Scal's character much, and you also tried to float away on a giant metal skittle out into sea. Lel, no Zoltan bypass. Whatever, dude. You also tried to float out on a giant skittle out to sea. It is true. Roll20.net is a great one. You can also use Tabletop Simulator. Thank you, Savory. I've been doing some streaming and getting some nice kind of response from it. Some people have been enjoying some elements of the streams. Whoop. Keep the shields down, and now we can just kind of grind away at them, hopefully. So we can keep their weapons down and we can just grind them with shields. He has missiles to get through. He has missiles to get through. Yeah, they can't board through the super shield, no. Everyone should try floating out to sea on a skittle at least once. Okay, yeah, they should. But yeah, I would love to run a couple of short campaigns. The problem is getting people together at an appropriate time to run a campaign. Like, if I could get people together at this sort of time of day, I'd happily run a campaign. In fact, one of the things I'm really aching to run at the moment is a campaign based on Redwall, based on the Redwall series of books. Redwall series of books using Fate system. That's something I'm really kind of... I'd love to run a Redwall campaign using the Fate system. Go shop at Aldi's and do some stuff, but good luck with the stream, man. I'd love to be in it, so keep me in your thoughts. Yeah, I will definitely keep you in my thoughts for the campaign. We have enough power now, we just need to basically get an extra slot in weapons and we can have the charge laser and the halberd beam active at once. John is almost done with that thing. Yay! John, do the thing! John, do the thing! Damn it, missed. Have a good one, Savory! Right, that's the shields taken care of. And they hacked my bloody weapon systems! The cheeky sods! Will do, Jester! I will also scratch my cat for you. Almost done with thing. Oh, you've almost done with reading. Oh, did you actually go and get one of the books to read? That's awesome, John. Is it your sort of book, or are you finding it to be a pain in the ass to have to read it? Are you enjoying reading that particular kind of book, or that particular book? They really do not like me having weapons. Told me if I subbed I could name his new cat. Nice! I did indeed tell you to do it if you wanted to join the campaign. I would love it if people knew the Redwall series. Whether it's reading one of the books or watching the Redwall cartoon series or watching part of the Redwall cartoon series, just to get a feel for the series. Bye, Savory. Have a good one, man. Name her is Savory Pussy. Oh, good grief. Savory Pussy. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's absolutely terrible, Jester. You should be ashamed of yourself, Jester. I will. 1 second. I will DM it to you once the stream is over. Basically, the Redwall series is a series of books written by a guy called Brian Jacques. They are really quite old school books, but they were written as kid stories. He didn't have a writing degree, he didn't have an English degree, he didn't have anything like that. He barely spoke English when he first started writing, but his son was in hospital, and he wanted to do something nice for his son and the other kids on the ward, so he wrote a book called Redwall. And Redwall became a very famous kids book in the UK, and he's done a whole series. He's unfortunately died, but he did a whole series. He did about 30 books. And they're all based on the same world, this world of anthropomorphic animals. So you had the Abbey of Redwall, which was looked after by mice, rabbits, otters, moles, hedgehogs. The bad guys were always vermin. They were always rats, foxes, stoats, weasels, things like that. That's what the bad guy group was made up of. They were made up of vermin. And the whole world just grew and became this great, wonderful world in which there's not really been a massive amount of RPGing. There is an RPG system and a comic book set and a set of stories called Mouse Guard. And this shows you how popular Redwall was. The guys who created Redwall, Brian Jacques, never created an RPG system for it, never created its own RPG system. But a group of people liked it so much that they created an RPG system based in the same sort of world called Mouse Guard. Automod bit you. God damn it, Automod, why you do this? Do not bite the Jester. Leave the Jester be. Naughty, naughty autocharge. Tyke says the sound is amazing. Have a writer that's worse than him. I think Brian Jacques is a really good writer. How dare you insult Brian Jacques? How dare you insult one of my favourite authors? John, you twat. Right, that worked. They're still shooting me, but that definitely worked. Ooh, first aid bay went down. NG, go repair that, please. I'm not going to accept a surrender for 12 scrap, sorry. Not a chance. Especially when I can do that and get 26 scrap out of it. But yeah, the series, the Red Bull series, is really, really good series of books. They had a cartoon, they had all sorts of stuff, and it was really, really quite good. And I've loved the series. I've got all the books, read them all. I've actually got several of they did little sets of information about the world, like little books with maps and things like that in. And the Fate system of role-playing is completely different. The Fate system of role-playing is not like D&D. It's based almost... Do you know those games where you negotiate with each other? So things like Snake Oil Salesman and almost things like Cards Against Humanity, where everyone makes up something and then you kind of have to negotiate who is the best one for something. In the Fate system, you kind of negotiate with the Dungeon Master like that. You kind of negotiate with the Dungeon Master to get your way in a way. Wow, so they've got a defense drone which shoots down missiles and asteroids, and they've got an anti-combat drone. So those two don't really affect me, because I'm not going to be firing missiles at the guy. They've got an ion cannon and a laser beam. So they can dig through my ship quite effectively. So that's not helpful. So we really want to deal with their weapon systems early. So their weapons and their shield systems early. Wow, he just wiped out my entire super shield in one go. So let's see. Can I get it so that it's going to do shield, weapons, and another room? Yes. There we go. So we've taken down their ion gun. So their beam isn't going to be able to do anything to me. What did you see, John? The Fate system is about negotiation. Yeah, the Fate system, the Fate roleplay system is all about negotiation. And while there is kind of like some hard, fast rules about like what certain things happen and how difficult certain things are to do, a lot of it is very much kind of like you discuss as a group, and kind of it's a different way of RPGing. FTL equals Free the Llamas. Hello, Jamie. Welcome to the stream. You missed me telling a story for about, or telling part of a story for about 15 minutes, and Prime losing his nut about it, because Prime absolutely despised it. Find a man living alone in a cave. From his appearance of his wrecked ship, he seems to have been here for many years. He does look healthy, but his cave mind questionable. Let's take him with us. Ah, well. We had a chance of getting another crew member, and we also had a chance of losing a crew member. Took him with us, but unfortunately, not so lucky. Pick up a Zoltan life raft floating in space. Its inhabitants ask you to retake the ship from pirates who recently commandeered it. I'm certain it is clear he concludes that you must not destroy my vessel in the process. Let's give it a go. We're probably going to destroy the vessel, because we've got no real way of capturing it. But, llamas abuse their freedoms. If you say so. Taika has a thing against llamas. Ooh, double miss. That was lucky. Only ever managed to complete it once. I've completed it several times, but there's kind of a cheat way of completing it in a way, which is basically using teleporters and hacking units, and you can basically kind of take advantage of things. You can basically take advantage of the game systems. Llamas and cucumbers are the worst. Ah, dearie, dearie me. Llamas and cucumbers. Cucumbers don't exist. Cucumbers are just fat pickles. Aluminium cucumbers do. Or aluminum cucumbers do, should I say. Wow, we are getting no fuel. I can't get to that store and get back. I don't think. Can I get to that store and get back? Oh, this is stupid. Hey, Mimi, welcome to the stream, Mimi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you dropping in. So we need some fuel. We could get a crew teleporter. Have we got anyone who's good at combat? We have one mantis. So we could get a crew teleporter and start trying to take over some vessels. Jester needs a little top-up of health. Let's see if we can't heal Jester a bit. How are you doing, Mimi? How have you been going? Oh, my arms. If we got a crew teleporter, we would need to get more crew. But crew teleporters are quite powerful and are actually one of the best ways to win the game. So let's grab a crew teleporter. Where did it set it up? It set it up over here. It's a 2-person teleporter, which isn't best. But it's not terrible either. Oh, we can just about make it to the exit. Just make it to the exit. That's close. You arrive at a long-range beacon. 2 scrap for 1 fuel. Yeah, it's all we can afford. I wish I'd known that, because that was a better thing. I am good. I have my new chair. I don't like my green screen setup, because my green screen setup is fiddly at the moment. My green screen setup is really, really fiddly. But I'm going to have to look into changing how I set up my green screen, because the new chair doesn't work with the old setup, and this setup I've got here isn't great. So that's why the Mantis Cruiser is the second best. Yeah. That's kind of why the Mantis Cruiser is the second best. Teleporters are insane against the end boss, because the end boss has a multi-shot version of each of the 4 major types of weapon. Beam, laser, missile, and ion. If you have a really good teleporter at the end of the game, you can teleport people into each of those rooms and permanently disable those weapons, because those rooms are isolated from everything else. Those rooms are isolated. So you can actually take out those massive multi-shot weapons, which is where the major sort of risks of that fight. And you can do that again and again and again and again perfectly acceptably and easily. You arrive on an asteroid field and are greeted by a Zoltan guard. By attempting to access these closed mining fields, you are in violation of the Natural Mineral Protection Act. Your weaponry will be confiscated for processing. You don't have time for this. Okie dokie. So, let's teleport WTB isolated room, please. Taika says, WTB isolated room, please. Not sure what that means. Not sure what you're talking about, Taika. So, the question is, how many people are on that vessel? We can't teleport through there anyway because they have their Zoltan shields active. And their Zoltan shields are slowly getting hammered away by asteroids, which is fine. So this is a triple shot laser. This is going to be pretty nasty. Hopefully we can do that. Want to buy isolated room, please. Ah, I see. Want to buy isolated. What is isolated room? Steam, tell me what isolated room is. Nope. Is it a video game? Can't see a video game called Isolated Room. The question is he going to survive? Who's going to die? Yes! We lived! So we took over... Oh no, we lost him as well! Oh, simultaneous death! No! Dooster, no! No, Dooster's alive. Who did we lose? Was I? Oh, yes. Isolated rooms on the command vessel for the end of the game. Sorry, my brain is melting. Do not facepalm me, Jay. Do not facepalm me. That's called a slap, and it's very, very cruel. And I can't believe I lost all of... I lost my crew member. I lost my fighty crew member. Zoltan self-destruct. Ah, yes, the Zoltan explode after you kill them, of course, because they're the energy race. Forgot about that, Prime. I haven't played this game in a while. It's been a long time since I've played this game. And we're out of fuel. Hopefully we can destroy this guy and get some fuel back from him. There we go. They can't FTL away now. We can pop their weapon systems and we're pretty safe. Dooster's almost learnt to be better at shooting. We will not accept your surrender. We want fuel and you didn't offer us any fuel. Come on, fuel drop. 2 fuel. Yay! We got a couple of fuel out of that. It's like we're just going to have to keep going through here and hoping to get more fuel. Oh, another ship. We might get fuel from here as well. They're charging their FTL as well. Oh, they've got double shields though. That's going to make it hard for our FTL beam to cut through. They've only got 1 laser though. Oh, it's a double shot. I see. And they've of course got a bomb. So we've taken out 1 of their layers of shielding, which is good. They should add the cancer system. It's so good, it's cancer. I'm really like... I'm not sure if it's your sense of humour there, Prime, but I really just don't understand you. Yay, more fuel! So we are slowly gathering fuel. Pull the ship in closer! We got a healing burst! Yay! If only we could find a shop. I'm going to go down here and see if there's a shop down here. Okay, Mantis ship. They're going to cut through our shields pretty quick, because then they're going to teleport across. Right, let's see if we can stop them cutting through our shields. Yes, we can shut down all of their weapon systems. Good. So we still have our super shield in place. No, no shot. Out of fuel again. Attack the ship to get to the station. We don't really have a choice. We need fuel. We can't just like give up on this sector. We need to do something to gain a better advantage out of this sector. Got lots of missiles though. Ooh, all those misses. All those lucky misses. We've got our beam laser charged again. Mantis neighbours just wanted to borrow some sugar. No, they didn't! Filthy lies! Mantis neighbours did not want to borrow sugar. Wow, no fuel. Turn on distress beacon. Wait. Pay 15 scrap for fuel. Everything looked secure until suddenly a large number of supplies disappeared via a teleporter. Oh, they stole... So we paid 48 scrap and 3 missiles for 5 fuel. Ouch. But we do jump to a shop. If I'd done my jump slightly differently, we could have gone to the shop. So, sell, heal beam, anti-drone. Buy. What have we got? We don't have a drone system, so drone parts are pointless. We're definitely going to buy the fuel. We'll fix our ship up. They've got clone bay, drone control, hacking. We could get a human being. Human being is already a trained fighter, so let's get a human being. We've got a trained fighting human being now. We're never actually going to get to use the chain laser, I don't. Thing. Ship. Add another point into weaponry, I believe, is probably the best route. Buy all the fuel, yes. Buy all the fuel, most certainly. We have a trained human fighter, so he's going to go up here. Buy fuel at American prices. Yeah, your prices are ridiculous for fuel, Taika. Like, I was over in America for a martial arts thing. You guys pay, like, pence for your bloody fuel. We pay the equivalent of, like, $2 for 4 litres. Does accepting NG surrender event affect anything? It opens the possibility of another quest. It opens the possibility of another quest turning up later in the game, but it's only a certain possibility, it's not a guarantee. More fuel. To a civilian sector. Zoltan sectors turned out to be quite nasty for our Zoltan ship, so let's hope that civilian sectors turn out nicer. Yep, that's about right, Jay. Well, we got fuel, we got scrap, we got missiles. It was worth it because of the fuel, scrap, and missiles. The 4 damage will cost less than that to repair. So that's fine. I don't know if going to the store's worth it. Your sensors are picking up a distress call on an encrypted Federation channel. You eventually find a Federation scout being chased by a rebel fighter. Immediately do that and turn on all of our stuff again. We got a little bit of damage there for some reason. So we'll wait for our weapons to charge up, and then they've got a shrapnel cannon. Now the shrapnel cannon is really nasty. So let's see if we can't deal with the shrapnel cannon. Oh, and that is why the shrapnel cannon is nasty. That is why the shrapnel cannon is nasty. Oh! Ow, I didn't... I am bad at this game. I have not played this game in ages, and I am bad at that game. I am absolutely terrible at that. It's been way too long since I last played that game. Way too long. So I'm going to switch on over to a little bit of if it will actually pick up that it exists. Come on. Come on. It exists. You can hear it. There it is. Silly OBS not
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill.
There we
Isaac
go.
kept to
And we will
himself,
swap over.
drawing pictures and playing with his
streaming
toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved. I will do my best to save him, my lord, Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil.
Right, let's get rid of the music and let's have our own music playing. Hey Rafiq, welcome to the stream. Just a little bit of rebirth. Just a little bit of rebirth. Let's run a random run. Lazarus. So we've got Burning Basement straight off. We have a Little Gish, that's fine. So what do we get in our first item room? We've got a key straight up. We get Common Cold, not bad at all. Little bit of free poison damage. Not the best thing in the world, but not terrible. Ooh, and a free key. I like that one. I suppose everything in this game is free except the shops. How are you, Rafiq? What have you been up to? Wow, we're just drowning in keys now. Game's just like, you want keys? Have keys! All the keys! £1 key. £1 key. Very, very good. £1 key. Got a tinted rock in this room, but this chair's a bit weird. Hey! Taika says hello to Rafiq. Rafiq! Well, that was good. The fly's kind of suicided. Been a little busy with the family. Fair enough, Rafiq. We all get busy from time to time. As long as things are going alright for you and nothing disastrous has happened. Free penny. But yeah, it's nice to see familiar faces turning up on the channel. I'm kind of sad. I went down to visit my partner and I loved... Damn it. I went down visiting my partner and I absolutely loved visiting her. It was amazing to be down there. It was amazing to have fun. Hey, run! Run is good for you. I approve. Much run, Jay. Much run. But one of the things that I was kind of sad with is I was getting like 30 viewers before I went down to visit my partner, and because I didn't stream for 7 days, I'm down to like 10. It's kind of frustrating. I'd love to be back up to getting like 30 plus viewers. But of course I need to do some more Subnautica for stuff like that, because Subnautica is the thing that drew a lot of people into the channel. Run, like zombies are chasing you. Like totally, like the zombies are like totally there. Come on, just land one poison shot on the bloody Duke. And he's done. Just one poison shot on the Duke and he's done. There we go. Oop. Don't go down the hole. Grab the 8-ball. Shot speed upgrade, not massively useful, but it does get us the sun. Let's pop the pill. Pretty fly. Pretty fly is actually useful. We don't have any bombs, so we can't crack into the tinted rock, which is a disappointment because the tinted rock would have given us a little bit of protection for our deal with the devil chance, which is up to 100% at the moment. But we'll drop down the moment we take damage. Like that. I hate the angry fly rooms. But we have got a little bit of money together at least. We have a chance of spawning an arcade from now on. So not getting a deal with the devil does make us a lot weaker. but we haven't really gotten any massive advantages. Ooh, temperance. Temperance will be useful, especially if we can find some way of healing reliably. So, did anything useful get destroyed like a tinted rock? Is there anything cool like a tinted rock hanging around in here? Nope. There is a spider, however. He must have come out of a pot. And again, another scent. That's not terrible. We found the boss room already. If I had a tinted rock or two, if I had a couple of soul hearts and I hadn't lost my deal with the devil chance, I might be tempted to go and boss smash the boss before I find my item. But as our deal with the devil chance is low, I'm not going to bother that. Ooh, now we have a bomb. We are now looking for tinted rocks. Tell tinted rocks on this floor because they are blue and they have a little X on them. Very easy to spot tinted rocks early in the game. It's later on that you're going to struggle to spot your tinted rocks. Ooh, hello. Damn it. I'm just not good at dodging flies. The flies that I have trouble predicting. Game looks like Plants vs Zombies. Does it? Hey, Dees! Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Roger Moore. Welcome to the stream, guys. It is nice to see you guys back. It is nice to see you back in the stream and back saying hello. How are you doing, Dees? That was the wrong button. I wanted to press that button. Ooh, so now we have a complete halo of flies. That's actually pretty good. Nothing worth buying. We used a key for that, but oh well. Now what I can do, actually, is I can grab the mob trap room. You just woke up. Awesome. That must mean you are in a... Ooh. It's actually a useful thing. That must mean you are in a part of the world which is... You just came in to say hi. That's cool, Roger. If the stuff I am playing is not your cup of tea, then I don't encourage you to kind of just hang around the stream because you want to hang around the stream, unless you want to hang around the stream. You woke up to watch the droid. You woke up to watch me? That's weird, dude. That's really, really weird. Most people, you know, intentionally go to bed to try and avoid having to watch me. Boss traps! That was close. We were starting to run out of space. If you tread on the red stuff, you take damage, so... Pin! Hey, Pin. Get poisoned, bitch. I'm really unlucky with when my poison shots go off. There we go. And we get another chest, which gets us the fork, which is actually really useful. The reason the fork is useful is the fork will give us access to a regular source of healing, which with the IV bag, luck down, not good. Pheromones, neutral. I can see forever. I can see forever actually might be useful. Where can we get a... We might get the second secret room up here. If not, because we have an I can see forever, I am actually going to go and grab the second secret room. So there are certain rules with how the secret rooms generate in this game. And basically the second secret room cannot be touching more than one room. It can only touch one room. You need some tears up. I definitely need some tears up, but unfortunately the game hasn't given me any. What, no second secret room? Have I ever successfully made a Meat Boy or a Bandage Girl? Not on this save, but yes I have, Brando. I have successfully made a Meat Boy. I kind of cheesed it. Because there was a glitch in an earlier version of the game where you could basically replicate Meat Boys using Monster Man. Using the Monster Man well. And I actually cheesed the monster manual to get myself a level 4 Meat boy. Okie doke, Prime. Have a good night, or a good day, or a good whatever you're having. I'm sorry that the stream just wasn't for you. Or as John would say, bye Felicia. Yeah, there used to be a way you could cheese the Monster Manuel to give you... Like, you needed to get, I think it was 2, and then you could cheese Monster Manuel into giving you the rest of them. Oh, click, click, crack, my friends. Click, click, crack. I've got enough hearts. It might be worth it. Well, it paid for itself at least. Pretty fly is worthless. Range up. I'll take a range up. So we came away from that room with a range up. Oh, I hate this room. Unless you've got the DPS to survive that first silkworm charge, you are, or to not take damage on the first silkworm charge, you're kind of fated to receive the damage, unfortunately. Cracked dice. We could go with a cracked dice. It's basically a free reroll. We need some keys and some bombs, preferably. Keys. Oh. Nothing is worth it. What do you mean nothing is worth it? We got a range improvement. Or do you mean nothing is worth watching this channel? Because, yeah, nothing is worth watching this channel. Whoop, there we go. Get some poison on the silkworms to weaken them. I wish the common cold poison lasted a little longer. It does decent damage, especially as it scales, but I'm not here for the games, I'm here for the person. Fair enough. That's a nice thing to say. It is nice to have people who are here for something other than just what game is being played. It means that I will always have a John watching my stream, even if I end up playing weird stuff. And you know that I'm going to end up playing weird stuff, because of me. Going to keep the bomb on the off chance that I can use a bomb to access a key. Troll bomb. Lovely. Ah, I see. Yeah, John is not a fan of Binding of Isaac. John loves me because of my sexy, sexy muscles. That's why whenever John is watching stream, I always have to do this. I'm not here for the peoples, I'm here for the anatomically correct mechanized automatons. Yes! Hey, Ava, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you back again. Nice to see you back again. And that answers your question as to whether or not I remember you. Hey, fabulous me! Just wanted to drop by and say, hey, I haven't really been able to keep up with anything. School just started and I'm having trouble with the amount of schoolwork. Ah! Not good, man. Not good. You are here for the commentary alone. Nice. See, I almost get a feeling like if I was just to do a short stories stream, that some people might watch just because, like, some people don't watch for the gameplay. Magic Mush! Lots of school stuff. That's fine. School comes first, guys. Like, if you have schoolwork and it's being crazy, then do not worry about turning up in stream. Like, schoolwork most certainly comes first. But yeah, I think I have a feeling that, like, if I was to do a stream where I really was focused heavily on just telling stories, people would probably be watching it. People would probably be interested. So the secret room's not there. Secret room's not down. The secret room could be there. Or there. So there are two possible locations for the secret room as far as I'm aware. John the Portuguese is back. There, secret room. And it contained a single poop. But we have upped our damage and we've upped our attack rate. Now where could the super secret room be? Could be here. Or it could be next to the boss room. I've got enough bombs to try both possible locations for super secret rooms. Wasn't here. Okay, so that means the super secret room is probably going to be down by the boss room. It could also be at the bottom of that room, but it's unlikely. See you, dude. Have a nice sleep. Thank you for popping by stream. I was streaming earlier, and I do... No, it's not there. Could be here. Is that John's wrestling name? John the Portuguese. John the Portuguese. How? It's 12:18 AM. Because the world has all 24 time zones? So where I am, it's like, what, 4 in the afternoon? Ow, touch the poop, damn it. Did not want to touch the poop. There we go. Got the belt, which is a speed up. It's my nickname to John. I see. So we got to deal with the devil. We got Fear and we got Spirit of the Night. Both are worth taking. Although, is Spirit of the Night worth taking? Dark Matter is definitely worth taking. It's a small damage up. But I'm actually going to use my dice shard to re-roll that. Goat's Head. Goat's Head is a better reward than Spirit of the Night. The time where I am is time to make chimichangas. Oh, chimichangas. No, don't chimichanga. Donut. Donut is better than chimichanga. Donut is by far better than chimichanga. Ah, Fear Shot. Come chase me now, you little sods. And because I have the Goat's Head, I'm now going to basically be able to go into any deal with Devil. So I have literally a 100% deal with Devil chance forever, regardless of what happens. So I need to find... I need to find myself a key and the shop. Ooh, John has food. What food do you have, John? Not that I'm hungry or anything. Worth it. I need the key. Would love another bomb, though. Now, the black poops can be used to my advantage here. Black poops deal damage. Not sure why black poops deal damage. Rainbow poops heal you, I suppose. So they need to have a counter to a rainbow, and I suppose black is sort of a counter to a rainbow. Damn it! I was really hoping that would be an actual shop with a donation machine and a key to buy and everything. But no. Foog. You get foog. What foog you get, John? The Hermit allows us into a shop. Already paid to go in the shop. Okie dokie, Jay. I will see you once you get back from your run then, dude. He had the Tanuki leaf, which lets you turn into stone, And he had conjoined twin. Yeah, that's a pretty common way of dealing with Mega Satan. Pretty common way of dealing with Mega Satan early on. I've seen people deal with Mega Satan with base damage and actual HP. So yeah, but cheesy builds are probably the easiest way to deal with Mega Satan. Of course, because they're cheesy. Come on, open up. I want to kill you. Hey, 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 he shot while he was closed. He shot while he was closed. That is so unfair. I only have 2 HP, so I do kind of want to see if I can get into the item room, maybe grab myself another HP as deal with the devil fodder. Not that I can guarantee items from the deal with the devil, but one can hope. Curse of the Tower I most certainly do not want to pick up. Curse of the Tower is absolutely ridiculously bad. Basically every time you take damage you drop bombs which can hurt you. I mean, it's a good way of getting lots and lots of DPS as a sort of counter-attack, but you can then end up in a chain of taking damage and dropping bombs because your own bombs are exploding and causing you to take damage, which causes you to drop bombs. The Halo of Flies is saving me so much right now. Having 3 flies simultaneously is doing so much good work for me. So these are actually bosses, like this is a boss trap room. So these are some of the bosses that you can actually face on some floors. So the fact that I'm stomping them as easily as I am is a good sign that I'm in a pretty decent position stat-wise. I mean, Magic Mush is one of the better items in the game. Not the best items in the game. Your exams have started yesterday. Ooh, what exam did you have first, Dees? What was your first exam? Kinda wish I had some flight there, because there's a key there. I need keys, goddammit! Ah, well, we've got a heart, which means more money! Mathematics exam. Okay. Key! Yes! And we get Crystal Ball. Crystal Ball at this point we're at 74 cents. Yes, Crystal Ball is better. Today is Portuguese. Portuguese exam. Okay. I can see a Portuguese exam going alright for you. By the Droid, I have to say thank you for sharing yesterday. You didn't have to. Of course I was going to share your stream, dude. Why would I not share your stream? And another Spirit Heart. So, because we've got the Crystal Ball, not only do we get a map periodically, but we also get hearts and cards from the ball when we use it actively. Which is great. If we could get a headless card, that would be wonderful right now, because a headless card would let us go and get that key, and we are running very low on keys. Nope, we got a Joker card, which is worthless because we have the skull. We have the goat head. Gertie! Gertie's a very tanky boss. But to my advantage when fighting Gertie, the fact that he's a tanky boss, at the very least I have poison damage. Let's get rid of that thing. It's a basic Gertie, although he is spawning a lot of nubs at the back, which I don't like. So, we got Mom's High Heel, which is another range up. We've got nice big range now. Ooh! So we've got some good things here. We can get Guppy's Hairball, which is fine. That's a decent item. We can get Dark Bum. That's good. We could donate some hearts to the Heartman. We could donate some spirit hearts in the hopes of getting some items. Damn it. You can donate 2 hearts for the price of 1, if you are good. So we got a card. What did we get? We got the Magician. We got another card. Tower. The Hermit is probably better than both of those. By the way, Droid, you have something spelt wrong in your description. Do I have something spelt wrong in my description? What do I have spelt wrong in my description? Oh, channel. So I do, John. Hey, Exceeds! Welcome back, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you back. Portuguese is not hard for me. Well, yes, because you're from Portugal. Of course Portuguese is not hard for you. That would be like me saying like my English is easy. It's easy for me to know English. Of course it is. I'm from England. Although I must admit an awful lot of people in England don't know English that well. Let's have a look. Oh, we need a bomb to open 2 stone chests, which actually might be worth the fight. Damn it. Umbilical cord. Not massively useful. So what Dark Bum does is Dark Bum absorbs red hearts and in exchange for red hearts gives us blue hearts or black hearts. So, and occasionally gives us spiders. Of both the good and bad variety. That's okay, John. You're not dumb, John. Do not belittle yourself, John.
Makes you lost.
Okay, so we got a larger pill. Not really something I'm happy to have, but not the end of the world either. Got another heart out of that, which is good. That's a self-sacrifice room. So we literally need like 10 keys. 450 subs. We are getting closer. We are indeed getting closer to 500 Exceeds. Slowly, slowly clawing our way towards 500. Ooh, shiny rock. I'll take shiny rock over fork now. So shiny rock makes... Is shiny rock the one that gives us money when we blow up rocks, or is shiny rock the one that makes rocks of its own kind glow? I can never remember. Okay, so double chest, double stone chest is probably the best place to use this. And that was not worth it in the slightest. Although we did get a black heart and a blue heart from it. So we used up our 1 bomb and got 2 HP. Now Bob's head is a bomb, but it's a bomb that we can only use when there are monsters around. So not great. Everyday John, let's compliment each other. If you want to compliment John, tell John that he has a very, very good set of muscles. Not as good as Droid's, but a very good set of muscles. Because, you know, Droid muscles. I just do that to annoy John now. I'm a horrible human being. So we need keys. Keys. Lots and lots of keys. That was just a misplay by myself. I did not mean to blow myself up there. We get another bomb. Why, Droid? Because I can, John. Because I'm a horrible human being. Right, we can go to the secret room and hope we get keys in the secret room. I'm just clutching at straws now. Nice teeth, John. Double bomb in the secret room. Okay. That at least got us some more bombs. No keys, but more bombs. So if we have any keys accessible via bomb, we can at least do it that way. Oh wait, can we access the shop using a bomb? No, we can't access the shop using a bomb. Damn. I should have come out of that corner. That was my own fault. For being foolish. Oh, what we can access though, I just remembered, we can access the shop with the hermit card.
The hermit.
Now what I can do is I can grab this. My sunglasses. I have two people just to... Do you even know each other? Like, have you seen his sunglasses, John? How do you know how many sunglasses he has and what his sunglasses look like? Still no key with which to access the item room. We've got good items, and we've got a guaranteed deal with the devil. Nothing to use on the guaranteed deal with the devil yet. Got a guaranteed deal with the devil, which means we'll be able to get at least one item as long as we don't lose too much HP. But, missed. Oop. Just systematically sort of right angle fight these guys. Evolves into Gurren Lager. If you do something bad to John, I will fight you! Except Droid, he can have anything he wants. Oh, Gurren Lagann. Ooh, there, that rock flashed. I saw that rock flash. That means we should blow that rock up. I believe it was that one. Yes! 1v1 me, bruh. Poison touch. Well, I am running into enemies every now and then. So we got a free item, we got the virus poison touch, so things will get poisoned if they touch us. You can get hearts from that if enough things die from the poison. I do not like Brownie. Brownie's a nasty fight. Because there are a lot of things on the screen with the Brownie fight. But we did get the advantage of the explosions from... Ooh, Binky. Binky means HP, or at least Spirit Hearts. And double Spirit Heart. And we also get Pentagram, which I believe... No, Pentagram doesn't give any Spirit Hearts, unfortunately. High Priestess, Mother is watching you. Breaker! So we can't get to the item room on this floor, unfortunately. Ah, Gurren Lagann. Drill Breaker! You should try Morton. Possibly. Oh, does Dooster have no friends? That's because he's a little shitbag. Why am I so mean to Dooster? I actually genuinely find Dooster entertaining, so I don't know why I'm such a horrible person to Dooster sometimes. That was a stupid place to stand, wasn't it? Yay, a key, which means we can actually access the item room on this floor. Punching bag, one of the most useless items in the game. Second key, which means we can access the shop. You sure about that? Ooh, marked. That's good. Another damage up. Cost us a Spirit Heart, but yeah, I'm going to keep Shiny Rock. FLS BDSM. Or BD. I read that as FLS BDSM then. Get the Doom Fist! Oh, there is a item room over here. Not an item room, a secret room. Which contained a battery, which is great because the battery got us a soul heart. I will have that with no regrets. Who are you, John Cena? And his name is... Oh, I was playing some of Minecraft Ozone 2, and I got 3 large chance cubes, and from the 3 large chance cubes, I got 3 biome spawns. 2 snow biomes and a desert biome. Well, he laser beamed Scapegoat, so Scapegoat did something useful, I suppose. Died not yet, amigo. Soul hearts! All the soul hearts. Spent a key for a soul heart and a bomb. And a key. Oh no, so we didn't spend a key. We got a soul heart and a bomb for free there. Excellent. Yes, there's options is most certainly worth the buy, as is another soul heart. Because we can afford it. What? Ah! Banana! Apple? If you keep evolving Deesh, you're going to end up as something that doesn't exist anymore. Only Paladins players will get that joke. Not dead yet, amigo. Invulnerability. Mads was playing some Paladins with subscribers. He was playing some subscriber custom games, and good grief. He is very good at that game. I just want to check to see if any of those flashed. No, they didn't. What have we got? We've got 2 of diamonds, lets us double our money. Might as well. And a joker, which lets us go to the devil room, but we can go to the devil room as much as we want anyway, because we have the goat head. High Priestess! Damn it! High Priestess in Mum's room always hits you. I need to remember little things like that. I forget things like the fact that High Priestess doesn't work against Mum. So, there is some underwear. So we've got pretty much all the Mum bits now, actually. Unlocked Krampus in the Devil Room. Don't abuse the power of Spiral. Hey, Pepe! Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Ooh, question mark card. Now, the question is, do we spend 3 of our blue hearts to get Headless Baby, which is almost useless? Probably not, to be fair. How are you, Pepe? Are you doing good, man? Tengen Toppa Gurren Langan! Warning, memes are incoming. Oh god, he's gonna meme us. Why you meme me? Why you meme me, Pepe? Damn it. My size is now 10 million light years. Well, light year is a measurement of distance. I was about to tell you that you were using light years wrong, but actually no, you are one of the few people who uses light years right. It's over 9,000. Hangman allows us some flight. That's better than the... I did push the button. I honestly did push the button. Right, let's kill Daddy Longlegs. Ooh. My size is over 9 million pounds. 9 million pounds isn't really a measurement of size, it's a measurement of mass. Or at least mass under a standard gravity. They're both tears ups. Which one is the better tears up? I think the screw is the better tears up. Yeah, we do indeed love the sunbeam. Hey, Krampus! Head of Krampus appeared in the basement, and we just got Head of Krampus. Why not? Let's take Head of Krampus with us. It's not the best weapon in the world, but Giga Drill Break! Drills exceeds. And there's nothing really too worth going for on this floor. So let's just hop on down and let's go and take on It Lives. We are going to go and Krampus's head It Lives. Wow, our first arcade of the session. Now, actually, this is quite good, because if we can get some heart drops from this guy... Ooh, that's actually quite dangerous. Because I could actually blow him up by accident using the bomb. Ooh, heart drop. Yes! Go on then, go grab the hearts for me. Ah well, I got the mulligan from it. Not really what I wanted, but... A pill... Subscribe to my channel, says Pepe. See, I know you're doing it as a joke, Pepe, but I really should just, you know, have one of the moderators poke you for that. Range up will take. And we got a soul heart from that. Lovely. Pepe will break all to rules. Pepe. You are a naughty man, Pepe. Please, Soriano days. You are now bound to the Shadow Reel. Wow! Dooster with one of his very rare English mess-ups. I think you meant realm there, Dooster. Pretty sure you meant realm, not real. Bloop! Bleepity bloop, motherfucker! So you can get the occasional soul heart and red heart from poop. But I'm going to pop all the poop just in case. Oh dear, Dooster, what are we going to do with you? Dooster so bad cannot even keyboard. That's how bad Dooster is. Dooster is so bad he cannot even keyboard. Ooh. Actually might be worth flying. So we got a Sacred Heart, which means we'll get another HP on the next level. Yeah, it's worth flying, I think. Deece is doing Deece. I just tend to leave Deece to do Deece. There we go. I just tend to let Deece do the Deece thing. Down you go, Mum's heart. Come on. Down you go, down you go, down you go, down you go, down you go. Not bad at all. And we do get a deal with the devil, which does lead us down to Sheol. So normally we would have jumped in the chest there because this save is so young. But instead we're going to go down to Shoal. Yeah, this is a pretty decent run. I would say this is a pretty decent run. Let's spend a couple of keys. Get a couple of bombs out of it. We don't have a insane use for keys at the moment. Damn it, I thought this one was going to stop first. There we go. Nice, be nice to have a little bit of flight. I forgot to use Krampus's head on Mom. See, personally, I think Krampus's head is a good, oh my god, I need help active. Personally, I think that as far as Krampus's head goes, it's not a good use all the time active, but I think it's one of those actives where if you hold it at full charge and just be like, okay, if everything goes wrong, then I have this to kind of rescue me. I can. It's basically almost like a lifeline, like almost like a one-up is a lifeline. If everything goes wrong, this thing can rescue me afterwards. Dooster has been banned to the Shadow Realm. Oh no! Wait, why was Dooster banned? No, I'm not going to take one makes you larger pill. Troll game. Troll much? That worked. Pure chance, but it worked. Ooh, we have 2 of clubs. Worth it. Hermit. Joker. Hang on. Actually, Joker is worth it in this instance because we can get to the room early and we can grab Lord of the Pit. I don't want the gunpowder sack. Unfortunately, it's just not my thing. Don't need Hangman now. Where does Hermit take us?
The Hermit.
Hermit takes us back to the start, which is fine. We can go the other direction. That is my worst nightmare. That is my worst nightmare. Is Dooster having a clone. It's that MLG sniper rifle. Why do I think you don't own a sniper rifle? Why do I hope you don't own a sniper rifle? Yeah, I was expecting to take a bit of damage in this because there was a lot of stuff on the screen. Pitch, please, you are the king of disappointment. Got access to the secret room at least. It's one of those ongoing jokes that you can learn to fight from fighting games, and it's just not in any way true. Well, we came out of that with more HP than we went in with, and 2 free keys. Say that to my Magnet Warriors, bitch. My chat has become a very strange environment. Which is not terrible, but at the same time it's slightly odd that I have quite as much memery and meme culture about my I do. Wow, he plays CSGO, he must be a badass. Hajime! Suzukete! Hajime! Oh, I can fly. Why am I being careful? Slash Desu. Not slash Desu. Do not slash Desu. Do not slash fiction me. Do not slash fiction me. She's my bae. Has CSGO the game without aim. CSGO the game without aim. Nice. Works on multiple levels. I could carry the priestess, but I'm just going to use the hermit to walk back to the start, because or near the start. Then we can see what this is. This is a hangman. Completely useless. One makes you larger. Again, completely useless. Ooh, hello. There's all sorts of ghosties in here. I'm going to have to end up watching that anime just so I understand what you're talking about. That is how much you are using that anime as a reference. I'm going to actually end up having to watch it just so I understand how much you're referencing it. But calls down Lemek. All of Lemecking. Satan! Damn it. Too early. I haven't quite got the timing down for that. My circle of flies just saved me from like 4 damage. My circle of flies is being really badass when it comes to saving me from damage. See, that again, like popped on the circle of flies. So much stuff just being eaten by the circle of flies. And there we go. Wow, that is loud. 1 second. That was loud. Crikey. So, how long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for 3 hours. So, I might stop streaming for half an hour, go and grab something to eat, and then I will come back for my usual sort of afternoon stream. Might play some Nautica, might play 7 Days to Die, something like that. So what I will do is I will call the stream here for about an hour. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next stream, which is probably going to be in about half an hour's time. Bye-bye.